Yes, we do. We absolutely do. I think for everyone, there comes a time in their life when something becomes too much, overbearing, whatever it is, a relationship, a health problem. Just, you know, living in the world is hard enough. And I think there should be more therapists in this country, and especially for kids. What about so many kids now are anorexic or bulimic, all of those things. It's endless. But for him to say in California everybody has a therapist, they do. Of course they do, because they get it on their insurance. And everybody has to have insurance
because you've got it.
Well, you don't have to use it, but everybody does use it. I mean, I went to therapy for 9 months after I got let go from my job in America, for 9 months, and I literally didn't go. The only place I ever went for 3 months was to the therapist, wouldn't go out. So, yeah, everybody at some time in their life, and especially after lockdown, more people needed a therapist here.
So how hard would that have been if you didn't have the therapist? Would you have got through that same period without?
I don't think so, no. I didn't think so, because all I could think of was that everything I've done in my life, and this is the end, and this is how people are going to remember me as, and that's what they're going to remember me as, being called a racist.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like devastating to me and my family.
How did the therapist help you through? What did the therapist say or advise you, or how did it work?
It worked. I went on a treatment called ketamine treatment, and I was given ketamine 3 times a week at a session with the therapist, where there is, he has to be medically trained to do this. And what it does is it makes you want to talk. It puts you in a place where you're in comfort, you're not nervous, you're not embarrassed about what you want to say, and it puts you in a place of complete calm. And so he will talk to you and you answer. And it's the truth drug, they call it, because you can't lie on it.
Were you surprised by what you said?
Some of the times I couldn't remember, but they recorded and they played it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was amazing things that were coming up from, you know, 100 years ago. But I honestly believe that if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be sat here today. Because I've always had a terrible, terrible depression problem. I mean, I've tried to top myself so many times. I've given up trying. But it's like I've had a problem mentally for probably since I was a child.